Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. Today I will be presenting our study on the development of an eco-friendly hair dye made from dragon fruit peel and henna leaf, focusing on its color fastness and characteristic. Let's go.
Natural dyes have gained intention because they are safe and more environmentally friendly compared to static hair colors. Lawsonia enemies or henna contains lawson, an orange-brown pigment that binds strongly to hair protein. Meanwhile, dragon fruit peel is rich in anthocyanin, red pigment that have potential use in natural hair dye. To evaluate the pigment characteristic and stability of this dyes mixture, several analytical methods we use including UV-based spectroscopy, pH analysis and thin layer chromatography or TLC. These analyses help determine the effective, safety and environmental benefit of using natural pigment in hair coloring. For static hair dye, they are available on the market contain harsh chemical like ammonia and hydrogen peroxide. This chemical can damage the hair, cause scalp irritation, and also pollute the environment during production and disposal. Because of that, natural pigment from plant are seen as a safe and more sustainable alternative. However, the problem is that their color stability and dyeing performance are not always consistent. So, in this study, we focus on using henna and dragon fruit peel as natural sources of pigment for hair dye. By using dragon fruit peel, which is an agricultural waste, this result help promote green innovation and reduce waste. We also look at how the pigment from henna and dragon fruit called lawson and beta-cyanin interact with each other, how stable they are, different pH level, and how well they perform when combined as a natural eco-friendly hair dye.
Our project mainly focused on exploring how natural pigment from henna and dragon fruit peel can work together as a hair dye. First, we want to identify and compare the pigment found in henna, dragon fruit peel and their combination using TLC and UV spectroscopy to see which give better color and stability. Next, we aim to study how different pH level affect the color and stability of the pigment while making sure the formulation is safe and suitable for the scale. Lastly, we test the mixed extract on hair stand to observe the color intensity, shape variation and overall dyeing performance. Throughout this, we can evaluate its potential to be used as a natural and eco-friendly alternative to chemical hair dye. Okay, so this slide shows our methodology, basically how we prepare and analyze our natural hair dye. First, we start by cleaning the dragon fruit peel and henna leaf. Then we cut them into small pieces and dry them in the oven. The dragon fruit peel was dried at 105 degrees Celsius for 24 hours, while the henna leaf we dried at 60 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. After that, we crushed them into powder form. Next, for the extraction process, we use ethanol with citric acid for the dragon fruit peel and distilled water for the henna leaf, using a ratio of 1 part herbs, 12 part solvent. Then we mix the two extracts together to create the three different formulations. After mixing, we filtrate and evaporate the sample using a rotary evaporator at 45 degrees Celsius. This helps us get a contrasted extract that's ready for analysis. Then, we test the sample using the three main instruments, TLC, UV-vis, and pH meter. For TLC, we use into the identify the natural pigment in both dragon fruit and henna, and to check the color stability and fastness. For the UV-vis spectrometer, help us compare the pigment composition and see how pH affect color stability. Finally, we use the pH meter to make sure our formulation is safe to acidic or alkaline, so it won't damage the hair or scalp. So, the overall this method help us analyze color performance, pigment composition and product safety for our natural hair dye.
For the thin layer chromatography or TSA, distinct pigment band, we are observed for all samples. For the dragon fruit extract or sample 1, a pink spot appearing with a moderated RF value which indicate moderately polar beta-cyanin. For the henna extract or sample 2, an orange spot with a higher RF value was observed showing the Luxon in less polar. Well, for the mixture of sample 3, a dark brown spot with a lower RF value was seen, suggesting stronger polarity and interaction between the pigment. Overall, the clear separation and consistent color spots confirm that the pigment are compatible and stable with the mixture.
Based on result UV VIS spectrophotometer, the dragon fruit extract peaked at 535 nanometer of beta cyanide. The henna extract peaked at 385 nanometer of Lawson. The mixture display bold peak with a golden 535 nanometer back show pigment interaction. Broader absorption suggests formation of a stable chromophore complex, enhanced color intensity and light resistance.
So, from our pH test of the sample are slightly acidic. The pH value are 5.8 for dragon fruit peel, 4.92 for henna, and 5.36 for the mixer. This range is actually really good for hair use because it's close to the natural pH of our scalp. The henna extract, which has a lower pH, help the color absorb better into the hair, while the dragon fruit peel extract has a milder pH that help protect the hair and scalp. While both and the mixer, the pH become more balanced, not too acidic, not too mild. Overall, this shows that the slight acidic condition help the Anthohenna hair dye perform well, give stable color, and stay safe and eco-friendly for user.
For the hair dye evaluation, sample 1, which is the dragon fruit extract, produced a light reddish tint. Sample 2, the henna extract produced a brown orange. Sample 3, which is the mixture of both, produced a deep maroon shade with uniform coverage and gloss. The intense color business support the synergistic effect between the beta cyanide and Luxon pigment. In this study, we introduced Anthohenna, a natural hair dye made from dragon fruit peel and henna leaf. This grade has a safe and more eco-friendly option compared to static dyes. The pigment from dragon fruit peel is water-based and safe for comestic, while henna naturally bonds to hair without blocking water, so the hair stays soft, healthy and water permeable, perfect for users who care about ablution. This study also encourages the use of local natural ingredients and support the green cosmetic industry in Malaysia. Overall, Anthohenna showed that our local natural product can stand strong against commercial one while keeping both people and the environment safe.
Using dragon fruit peel as a natural hair dye is good for the environment and the community. The peels which are usually thrown away can be turned into dye to reduce waste and give farmers extra incomes. Natural dyes are safe because they use fewer harmful chemicals and create less pollution than synthetic ones. If made from local dragon fruit, this also helps small farmers and cuts transport pollution. The dye is biodegradable and safe for nature, and people like it because it is natural, cycle and eco-friendly. In this conclusion, Anthohenna, a natural hair dye made from dragon fruit peel and henna leaf, shows strong potential as safe and eco-friendly alternative to synthetic dyes. It produces vibrant and stable colors with a balanced pH for scalp comfort and long-lasting result. By using natural ingredients such as dragon fruit peel, this product supports sustainability while promoting natural beauty that is safe and environmentally friendly.